Shalom. And I want to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach, Dash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders, the great Muslim, and salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity, and your few Akwat as well, that's listening with sincerity. I'm the brother Machaya from the camp, JMS Montreal, coming back with another lesson. And if you love the Lord, if you claim that you love the Lord and you're able-bodied, feed the Lord sheep, man. Okay, because the Lord, you can't just say in your mind that you love the Lord, or with your lips you love the Lord without doing the necessary actions, man, to show your love. Okay, and I said earlier, right, if you're able-bodied, because we know that not everybody's called to be a teacher, okay, to be a prophet, but, you know, if the Spirit's going to tell you, you know what I'm saying, if that is of your lot too, you know, the Spirit's your conscience, you know, is gonna condemn you in a sense, knowing that you're supposed to be feeding the sheep, man, doing the work, doing lessons, okay? Because the sheep needs to be fed, all right? You know, scriptures speak about the harvest being plenteous, but what the laborers few, man. Okay, so let's read this, John 21 and verse 15. It says, so when they had dined, Yahushua said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my sheep. Right, so this is what the Lord told Simon Peter. Okay, the apostle Peter, he said, if you love me, what? Feed my sheep, man. Oh, it said feed my lambs, but, you know, lambs, sheep, one of the same. All right? He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my sheep. So Yahushua was stressing the point of how the sheep needs to be fed, man. The sheep and the lambs need to be fed. All right? And it's what, through these lessons, man. Okay, that brothers be putting up daily, the camps, the sit-downs, okay? Uploading them on the YouTube, going live. All right, that's how the sheep is being fed, man. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, even us that make lessons, we watch other brothers' lessons to keep us going, too. You know what I mean? These different lessons that the brothers make, these epistles that brothers be making, starting with the apostles on down. You know what I'm saying? We look forward to these lessons. Okay? Which inspires us to make our lessons. You know, a brother might do a response to another brother's video, right? Or get inspiration from a video that you watched of a precept that came out, and then the brother broke it down to where that he made a point with it that you never seen before. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna make a lesson on this new revelation that I just got from this brother's lesson. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's a flow. Okay, the Spirit, you know, is flowing throughout the body to where that, hey, everybody's working. Okay, once again, if you're able-bodied, you know what I'm saying, you've been studying, you're receiving this truth, this understanding, and you know deep down inside that you're supposed to be doing lessons, going out there in the highways and hedges, hey, now it's time to do it, man. Okay, to demonstrate your love towards the Heavenly Father through His Son. Verse 17, he said unto him the third time, so he said it 3 times, Simon Peter, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved, because he said to him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things, thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua saith unto him, feed my sheep. So once again, it's important to feed the sheep. If you claim you love the Lord, what are your actions showing? Okay, are you showing that through your actions? Are you uploading your videos, doing your lessons, studying? Because in order to do lessons too, you got to study. In order to pour out, you have to pour it into yourself too. You know, one of the reasons why you're not being inspired to make lessons, probably because you're not watching enough lessons or you're not studying enough. Okay, because once again, in order to pour out, you got to pour in. Okay? For a teacher to teach, they have to learn the curriculum. Do they not? They have to learn. They have to study. For them to bring a new lesson today, okay, tomorrow I'm going to make it. Of course, they have a curriculum to follow, but I'm just making it the point of how that even the teacher themselves, they're constantly learning. You know what I mean? Because even in this truth, man, hey, you can never be, oh, I've reached the level that I'm supposed to be at. I'm done studying. It doesn't work like that. Okay, scriptures speak about how that the knowledge of the Most High, it's unsearchable. Where there's always new things to learn, you know what I'm saying? Within this truth, man. Okay? I want to get this in Matthew. I think it's Matthew 5. Let me see. About, oops. I feel like it's in Matthew 5 because it speaks about a man lighting a candle. If you light a candle, there we go. Okay, let's read this. Matthew 5 and verse 14. It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Indeed, we are the light of the world, man." Okay, especially those of us that have this truth. Okay, and we are able to teach it. We are the light of the world because it's to us the world is being illuminated. Because currently, right now, the world is engulfed in darkness. Okay, he speaks about that in Isaiah 60, right? Of how that a gross darkness has covered the people. But yet, now the light is being illuminated. Okay? The Lord has chosen vessels that have that light within them, which is this truth. All right? So we cannot be hid, man. A scripture speaks about what? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine. You see? But the reason I'm bringing out this precept is the next verse right here, hitting the point. It says, "Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick." Right. Here it is. You're watching the videos, you're taking down your notes, you're learning. Yet, how come you haven't made a YouTube channel to do your own lessons? You know what I'm saying? How come you haven't bought a garment or made a garment to go out there in the highways and start prophesying, man? Okay, there's only you can only study for so long, right? Okay, and the head of our camp here, the brother in the past, recently made a lesson about how that, on the title, I just watched it, earlier. That's what really inspired this lesson. Like I said earlier, right? You get inspiration throughout videos that you watch, man. Once again, you got to pour into yourself in order to pour out. But, he made a lesson on how that, in order for you to grow, you got to go out there and preach, man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if there's no local camp near you, you have to start the local camp, man. You have to take the initiative and step out on faith and just go out there and prophesy, man. You know what I'm saying? Present your body as a living sacrifice. And from there, the Lord's going to add unto you. Because you're showing the Lord that, I'm for this, man. You're showing the Lord, I love you, and I'm ready to put my life on the line, man. You know what I mean? Don't put your candle under a bushel, man. Don't hide it. Don't hide your light, bro. Okay? And the brother made the point that he reached a level of stagnation because he wasn't going out there, man, because he was studying, keeping, the laws and whatnot. He mentioned at that time, there was the lessons that, the brothers from JMS was giving out, questions and you answer it, things of that nature. He was keeping those things. But, to reach that next level, you got to go out there, man. That's what the brother mentioned. Okay? Because I know there's brothers out there watching currently right now. But, you might be a little bit scared to go out there because how people are going to look at you, how you're going to look stupid. But who gives a fuck, man? Okay? It speaks about the foolishness of the Lord is wiser than men. Hey, we don't care about these people, man. They're vain. Mass majority of these people, they're vain people. They're born in vain. They're born to be judged. So why should you care? The only validation you should seek is that of the Lord, man. Okay? And of the brotherhood. Fuck these people, bro. You know what I mean? It says, "But on the candlestick, and it giveth light unto all them that are in the house." Yeah, let your light show forth, man. Okay? Scriptures speak about not hiding your wisdom and her beauty. Let's get that, man. Okay, one of my favorite scripts, bro. Yeah, there we go. Sirach 4 and verse 23. It says, "And refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good." Yeah, you have occasion to do good, man. Okay? Preaching this word is one of the goodest act that you could do. You know what I'm saying? So why would you refrain to speak? You've been studying, you've been watching the lessons, right? Scriptures speak about how that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. You shouldn't be scared. Just go out there and the Spirit's going to guide you, man. Whether you have one precept, two precept that you know off the top, hey, when you go out there, the Spirit's going to flow, man. It's going to flow. All right? And if you have a local camp, go to your local camp. And, come with your notebook. You know what I'm saying? Taking notes, watch and shit. Well, not and shit. You watch, you add on. And eventually, as time progresses, if the Spirit allows it, you enter the camp too. You know what I mean? It says, and hide not thy wisdom and her beauty. You see, do not hide your wisdom and her beauty. You have this light. Don't put it under a bushel. Don't be a napkin nigga, man. Because if you're not doing anything with the wisdom and knowledge that the Heavenly Father gave unto you, he's going to give it to somebody else. And see what? You're taking up space. Yeah, you don't want to take up space, man. Because if here it is, you understand this, you know it, and you didn't do anything, it's crazy. There's judgment for that, bro. Okay? It speaks about the parable of the talent. The one that had one didn't do anything. What? The Lord cast him into outer darkness. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to fall within that category, bro. You know what I mean? Feed the sheep. I want to get this one in Proverbs as well. Is it 27? Yep. This is Proverbs 27 and verse 23. It says, be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks and to look well to thy herds. See? And, with making your lessons and, and going out there in the highways and hedges, you got to be diligent too. Be consistent with it. Okay? Because trust me, the sheep is always looking for food, man. Always looking for food. Because even me, shit, daily I'm looking for new lessons to watch, looking at the title, what's this about? What new thing could I learn? You know what I'm saying? Tapping into the brother's videos. Because I'm a sheep too. You know what I mean? Right? Because like I said, this is you're constantly learning in this thing, man. And the thing that makes you stay in the Spirit is by tapping and watching these lessons and, and reading and whatnot. Okay? But hey, be diligent, okay, to know the state of your flock and your herds, because trust me, people are watching, man. The sheep tapping into your channel, whether the views show it or don't, because the thing too, Esau shadow banning most of our videos and tampering with the views. I be seeing that even on my channel sometimes. It says this amount of views this day, and the next day it switches to low numbers. I'm like, what's going on? So I know, okay, but regardless, we're not doing this for men, okay? Oh, let's get that, man, in Galatians, because we're not doing this for men. Please, men, this is an act of service for the elect and also an act of love towards the Lord. Okay, like Apostle Paul said, what he endures all things for the elect. Okay, we're really out there, man, preaching this word to gather in the elect, man. Okay, and also for our salvation too. But let's get this to I seek to please men. It's in Galatians. Yeah, this is Galatians 1 and verse 10. It says, for do I now persuade men of the Most High? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet pleased men, I shall not be a servant of Hamashiach. See, we're not here to please men. Okay? We're here to please the Lord, man. That's why we don't give a F if someone doesn't get it. They want to buck up. We don't care. We don't care. Stephen Smith. We don't care, okay? Verse 11, it says, but I certify you, brethren, that the gospel which was preached of me is not after men. See, it's not after men. For I neither received it of men, neither was taught it, but by the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach. See, this wisdom we ever see comes directly from above. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It's not after men. All right? So, like I stated, we don't care if you don't believe. Okay? But the point being, we're not here to please, men. Unlike these other camps that's doing backflips and special effects when they're making lessons to try to grab in the crowd. Hey, we don't care, man. Hey, we bring out these lessons raw. No special effects, none of that. Because ultimately, hey, the elect's going to come in. Those that truly are of the elect, they're gonna come in for what? The power of the words that's being brought out, man. Okay? Not the special effects, not the drama, this, that, no. For the wisdom that's being poured out, okay, from these lessons from these men. That's what's gonna reel them in. Okay? Not the backflips. Okay, or the cartwheels or the juggling, whatever. I'm saying that in the sense of, you know these camps, these are these false camps out there that's doing all these extra stuff rather than actually preaching the doctrine correctly, man, to bring in the masses. And we're not here for the masses, like I stated. We're here for the elect. We're enduring all things for the elect, man. Okay? We're doing this act of service for the elect. Putting out these lessons for the sheep, man, because that's what the Lord commanded. The Lord didn't command us to you know what I'm saying? To bring all these gimmicks. Nah, man. Even Yahweh Shai, he's the example. When he was on the scene, he was bringing things out raw, bro. He didn't care if he didn't understand it or not, because he knew ultimately the elect will get it. Whether they might have not understood mass majority of things that Yahushua was saying back then, but now they do. Okay, because a lot of things that Yahushua was saying was for now. You see? But the sheep still heard. Yahushua said, "What? My sheep hear my voice and they follow me." They still heard. So we're coming in the same sentiment, bro. But the point being, hey, feed the sheep, man. If you love the Lord, feed the sheep. Do the work. You know what I mean? If you're able-bodied, you say, because man, your conscience is going to tell you. The Spirit's going to tell you that you're supposed to be doing more. Okay? And Jake has a conscience. He's going to tell you, bro. How long are you going to watch lessons for and be on the comment board? How long, you know what I'm saying? I'm studying. How long are you going to do that for, man? The laborers are few, man. Get to work. But anyways, man, I'm going to